Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to work on this dwarf jade. And this tree has growth that is so totally unnecessary. And it's really done nothing. And that is why I titled this video, How Not to Grow a Sacrifice Branch. And that is this guy in the back here. If we look, this part here has done nothing except create more thickness here, but that's the back of the tree if this is going to be the front. Oops! And it's so top heavy. And it's just in a plastic training pot, which is part of the reason it's top heavy. So I'm going to use my concave cutters, although jade is so soft that I could do it with my scissors. But I'm taking all of that stuff off. And it was just laziness, you know, I just let it grow. Now the tree itself has never thrilled me. So I'm going to do the typical haircut to get the pads flatter. And right away we see a tree. This doesn't need to be there either. We see a tree where the first two main limbs are huge, but the rest of the top doesn't have much of anything going on. And of course we could grow that. But now that the sacrifice branch has done all this weird thickening in the back, I'm actually thinking, let's chop that away, of chopping all of this off right here. Chopping it to there. Taking all of this away. And then spinning it like that. And making this the front. I have a rag here. I'm going to attempt to show you by doing this. If it'll work. There. And then styling this tree here with the trunk like that. And making a much smaller tree, but it'll have really nice taper and nice movement. And this part here, since it's been worked, at least a little bit, if I cut that off, I probably have at least two, I have probably 3 trees, so I can cut it here, and then cut this branch off, and that would make a very nice tree, because it's got a lot of movement and ramification. Cut this guy off, and I can make a more feminine open tree with that. And even the back branch here has some ramification, that if I cut the back branch off here, that too. So I could conceivably end up with 4 trees. However, if you are going to do a sacrifice branch, you want to make sure that it's up, you know, in the trunk. A sacrifice branch only thickens the portion of the tree from where it's coming out of the tree down to the trunk. So those sacrifice branches, quote unquote, which was more like just laziness, that were right here, did nothing for the thickness of the tree. And also, if we look at the front of the tree, let's pull it out of the pot. You notice how the base is actually thinner. We need roots here really badly. Some people sometimes put a little rock or something. But I am seriously considering taking it to there and hiding all the rest. And then, since jade roots so easily, I'll have 4 different trees. And yes, it will increase the amount of time before they're all finished trees. But this tree here is going to take quite a while before it's a nice tree and finished, because the top is so sparse. And am I going to do any of that today? Probably not. But I just wanted to show you. So if you're going to use sacrifice branches, I guess if you, I always use the term in a perfect world, you would never need a sacrifice branch because you'd have the taper and the movement and everything that you wanted. But that usually doesn't happen. So I use a lot of sacrifice branches because it does help thicken the trunk. So there you go. We are going to keep this tree like this. This guy needs to come way down. And, once again, the top is just so sparse. So, I have so many trees. Not like I said in the last couple of videos, there's A trees, there's B trees, and even trees that are quote-unquote finished come into that category too. So that's it for this video. Don't let sacrifice branches grow way at the base, unless you want a big trunk that no one can see if that's the front. Subscribe if you want to watch the progress of this tree. I'll probably hack it up at some point. And leave a comment. Do you use sacrifice branches? They do work, so. It's a beautiful, cool morning, kind of cloudy. Supposed to get some rain, but who knows about that. We are in the middle of our dry season, and boy has it been dry, just amazingly dry. But not much you can do about the weather. There's certainly things you can do about your trees, though. So I need to stay on my trees. Part of the reason I started this channel was in order to be more diligent about trimming my trees. Because now I've got people watching. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.